Hello everyone, my name is Shorab and I'm the Modern Cubist. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Uh, I'm just starting off in YouTube. You could check my Cubism art on Instagram. The handle is the Modern Cubist. So I'll share the link below on my YouTube. Please do go and check my modern art cubism at the Modern Cubist, and you could check some of my artwork on my website as well. It's the moderncubistgallery.com. The moderncubistgallery.com. I'll share the link in my YouTube. So, folks, I'm very excited. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in the world from across the regions. I wish you a great day, a good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Um, so, first thing first, we usually do is discuss a little bit about art, and then I want to get on to our subject for the day. So, I am the modern cubist. I'm an artist, technologist, social media personal. I'm a graduate and engineer, and I also studied design at MIT. So, a little bit about me there. Uh, Here is my latest art. As you see here, this beautiful red painting. It's called The Lovers. It's a acrylic painting in the style of cubism, and it is on my website. So it's for sale. You could check it out. It's an acrylic on a 11 by 14-inch canvas. It's a relatively small size painting, but it'll look great in your home decor. If you're interested to purchase it or you want to know more about it, please do send me a message or comment. So let's jump right into the topic for today. So today we want to discuss a very special book actually, and a very special author. He is a world-renowned authority on alternative medicine, and he has written almost 100 books. And I personally met him, and it's been my honor. And the gentleman we are talking about is Dr. Deepak Chopra. Dr. Chopra was born in India, and he has worked in U.S. in the medical field at Boston Medical and some of the other famous medical institutions. And then he got intuited to alternative healing, alternative medicine, Ayurveda, and energy science, basically. And since then, he has written several books, and he has his huge network of followers, his blogs. I follow his YouTube as well as his posts on Facebook. So I'm going to discuss his very famous book. This book, if you see here, it's called The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. It's one of my favorite books. And in fact, when I met Deepak, I told him that I love this book so much. Now, I bought this book way back in the 90s, in the early 90s. It's a relatively thin book, and you could probably get it on Amazon or any of your local bookstores. And it's an easy read, but a very, very powerful and profound book full of wisdom. The first chapter that Deepak talks about is the law of pure potential. And I'm not going to go through every word or every line in this book, but just give you a gist because we won't be able to fill it up in this session. But the law of pure potential is basically we are all energy, and there is no, there is no secret about it. Einstein said everything is energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. And that is so true even in the wisdom traditions. So we are all energy. Everything is made of particle. Everything is made of atoms, subatomic particles. And if you keep going to the most infinitely small element of each and everything that's composed in this universe, you will come down to basically nothing. Because if you go further down, mesons, bosons, you come to a wavelength, and quantum physics is, still discovering how does a wave particle emanate. And basically to the left of it, there is nothing. So this whole universe, this, you can call the cosmos, is governed by a very high source of intelligence, a very high source of potential that cannot be seen, that cannot be felt. It does not have a dimension of time or space. By the way, time and space are human constructs we just made up. There won't be any time if there was no clock. Um, so even the Big Bang theory that physicists or scientists debate, like how did it even start, right? What was the point of origin? It was basically a nothingness. So everything that we see, perceive within and outside is an element of nothingness. So Deepak talks about how do you tap this pure potential. And one of the ways you can tap it is through recognizing and acknowledging this power. We might call it God, or whatever your belief system is, that's fine. So we tap into it through observance, through meditation, through acknowledgement. And when we do that, within that field, we provide a wish, a visualization. You say, I want a car, I want a good house, I want a great relationship, whatever it may be. You just ask the pure potential. Basically, you ask God, if you want to put it that way. So that's, what Deepak talks about in his first chapter. And then he talks about, you know, I'm just going through this book. Just give me a moment. Yeah. And then Deepak talks about, the law of giving. And it's very interesting. And it is a very known saying, as you sow, so shall you reap. What you give is what you get. You give love, you get love. You give wealth, you get wealth. You give good wishes, you get good wishes. And the reverse is true as well. These are actually one of the laws of the universe that is in effect whether we like it or not. So a lot of times, we say, hey, why am I not wealthy? Why am I not having loving relationships? Why am I always frustrated, or why am I indifferent? Well, that's probably because we're giving it out through our vibration. So the more we give good values, the more we give love, more we give, wealth to others, more we give gratitude. It's like a mirror. You're looking at a mirror, and whatever you say, feel, wish is exactly what's being reflected back. That's one of the laws of universe. We cannot we cannot change it. Nobody can change it, but it is what it is. So it's very interesting. And personally, I try to practice this law of giving gratitude, of giving love, um, of sharing wealth, and it's very interesting. A lot of people think if you hoard wealth, if you just, keep it within a fist, keep it in your bank account, money will grow. That's actually not true, because what you're doing is you're creating a stagnation of wealth. If you don't give, if you don't share, it doesn't have to be always material giving, by the way. It can even be giving a offer of gratitude, good wishes, or helping somebody. You get a wealth consciousness back. So that's the law of giving, which kind of piggybacks to his third law, which is the law of karma. The law of karma is through your actions, through your deeds. Now, some religions believe that there is a karmic value, and we are all brought into this physical realm to pay some deeds, to redeem. So you may agree, you may not agree, that's fine. But there is always a balance. So there is always a karmic balance. We are all born here in this physical manifestation to give out, to provide certain deeds, and we have to, clear that balance. So be very mindful that you only have this much limited time in this physical realm, in this body, in your particular metadata, to give that level of karma. uh, that's a very interesting concept. Next we talk about the law of least effort. And the law of least effort has a lot to do with the pure potential. So you could, and not just Deepak Chopra, but I have also heard about similar concepts that Dr. Wayne talks about, and we'll make a separate video about Dr. Wayne and Abraham Hicks, in in her video, Esther Hicks talks about the vortex, which is basically a river that is flowing, and we tend to work very hard, and we try to chase and you know push hard towards a certain goal. So the more you chase, the more you know work hard or pay too much attention towards, actually you are manifesting a vibration of need. You're manifesting a vibration of lack. Because when you don't have something, then you chase. It's just like relationship. You see a beautiful woman and then you start chasing her and she starts going away. Same thing works for wealth. You're chasing money, the money consciousness, which is energy, is getting the vibration of lack, and the money is going away. You go for success, you're chasing, 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 it goes away. You're expecting an SMS or a text from somebody on your cell phone, and you're constantly looking at it. Why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? And then you just leave your phone and you forget about it and you go somewhere else and you see the text on your cell phone. Why does that happen? Because the universe always works in favor of least effort. It always works in favor when your vibration is at a very high level, that of abundance. When you're at a level of abundance, that vibration attracts. It's like a magnet. It'll attract wealth if you just let go and not think about money all the time. If you let go of thinking about a person and rather invest your time on something else, that vibration will attract that person. Same thing happens with any source of communication, because ultimately, going back to the first law, everything is energy, everything is potential. So you can attract when you detach, when you have least effort. That's a very interesting concept. I tried to imbibe that. It was, to be honest, a bit difficult for me initially, because how do you let go? How do you just detach and not think about it? Well, you have to be conscious, and if the thoughts come to your mind about money, relationship, that beautiful car that you want, just thank the universe that yep, it is on its way, and I'm already living it, and I am having it. So you don't need to chase. You're abundant, you're infinite, because as I said, your energy, universe is energy. It's all there just to be discovered. Okay? That brings us to the next law, that is the law of intention and desire, and it kind of piggybacks to what I just said. So when you are meditating, or let's say you're offering a gratitude and you're being detached, all of this works like a recipe. It's like cooking. For cooking, you need the right spices, the right vegetables, and whatever condiments you want to use. It's like cooking. So you're creating a recipe for the universe to get you the perfect dish that you want to eat. So what does the law of intent and desire mean? The law of intent and desire is very simple. So when you are observing your breath, when you're in meditation, you can simply just close your eyes and observe, go in and observe your breathing, be in silence, or listen to some soothing music, and don't think about anything else. After 5 minutes, you gently, like a stone in a pond, you gently drop that stone, and like a ripple on the pond, that stone that you drop on the pond, in the pond, is basically your intention. Let's say you want a Mercedes car, okay? Now you might say, oh, I don't have the resources to buy the latest Mercedes. But that's not your problem. You leave it to the universe with full trust. So when you are in your meditation, you just drop, you just intent that desire that I want the latest Mercedes, and be specific. What color, what model, what year, you know, and you visualize yourself that you are already in the Mercedes. You're holding the steering wheel, you're enjoying the beautiful music inside the car, it's smelling brand new, and you're going for a beautiful drive, and maybe the special someone next to you or your family, that's all fine. But you visualize that you already have it. And then, so that's your intention and desire. So you have that intention and desire, and then you just let go. You let go, trusting that the universe is going to give it to you. And don't have to keep thinking about it. As I said, you have to detach. The more you chase, more the universe thinks, oh, he wants or she wants it. Okay, your wish is my command. But that's a want. Doesn't mean that you already have it. Because when you want, you're chasing it, but you don't have it in your hand. Chasing or needing is different from already having it. I already have the Mercedes. I am in the Mercedes. I am the owner of the Mercedes, present tense. Okay? And that brings us to the law of detachment. So once you intend the Mercedes and you're already driving it, you're having fun, you're full of good vibrations, you're having a great time, you're listening to your favorite music, you're with your favorite person in the Mercedes. Now, after a while, in your meditation, in your visualization, you say, hey, universe, thank you, and you just let go. You just let go. It's called the law of detachment. So when you let go, the universe, you're giving a signal to the universe, oh, he or she has the Mercedes. He or she has the latest Mercedes of this color. He or she is in the Mercedes. Your wish is my command. And it will pull that exact make and model of the Mercedes somehow into your life. And you'll get some signals. You'll start seeing Mercedes of that color, or you'll see a lot of Mercedes on the road suddenly, because the universe is working on it. It's getting your food. Your recipe is there. The dish is on its way. Has the law of detachment. And actually, Buddha was one of the greatest proponent of the law of detachment, because he said all suffering is because of attachments. It does not mean that you just go and sit in the forest. No, it basically means that when you are clinging on to some thought, when you're clinging on to somebody or something all the time, and because you're trying to cling on to it, the universe is taking it away because you're at a vibration of lack. And whenever something is in the fear of being taken away, you get fear. And fear basically brings suffering. Okay? So make sure that you detach and trust the universe. Trust your faith that it is coming your way. And the last law that Deepak talks about is the law of Dharma. So Dharma is basically a Sanskrit word, and it is basically meaning what is your purpose of life. So we have all asked that question sometime or the other. What is my life purpose? What am I here for? So there is no one purpose, and it's probably a very, very complicated discovery to even get to what the purpose is. Actually, the question should be that I am here, who am I, what's my purpose, and just leave it to the universe. You are not supposed, or you don't start hunting for a purpose. You'll waste a good amount of your lifetime doing that. Rather, enjoy every moment of your life and thank yourself, thank the universe that your purpose is being met in maybe the smallest possible way. I'll give you an example. Today, my front door, there is a storm door here where I live, because we have cold weather and we get high winds. So the closer, the piston that manages the storm door, that was broken. And it was broken for a long time, and the door was not working. So I spent a good afternoon today, and I fixed it. So I solved a problem. That was a simple purpose. My purpose for today in the afternoon was to fix the door. And I'm going to write it in my gratitude journal and be thankful for that. So life is full of these small chapters. So there is no one purpose. Purpose is a series of your life events on a day to day. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and please consider reading this book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. I will put a link in the YouTube. And I wish you all a great day, great evening, and see you next time. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Your comments mean a lot to me. And I'm on Instagram. You can follow me there. I'll put the links. So till next time. Bye from the Modern Cubist.